Good evening, Santa Paula families, and welcome to our virtual back to school night. My name is Ms. Hopkins, and I teach English 9 honors. Tonight, we'll talk a little about class expectations and requirements, and we will go over our syllabus. If you'd like to see an extra copy of this at any time, our syllabus is also posted on our Google Classroom. So first, at the top, you can find my contact information. I have my phone number and extension here, as well as my email. Teachers aren't holding office hours this year since we're back on campus, but I am available if students need me. I'm typically available before school or for about an hour after school. Students just need to let me know if they need the extra help. So a little about this class. This course will enhance students' reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills in order to best prepare them for college. We'll read several literary selections from various genres, including informational texts and independent selections for the Accelerated Reader program. Students will also be required to write a variety of pieces ranging from expository essays to narrative stories. In terms of supplies, it's very important that students bring a laptop to class every day. And the school has issued Chromebooks to students. So students need to make sure to charge them the night before and then bring them to class the next day. I do have a couple of extra chargers in the classroom, but that's definitely not enough for 30 to 40 students. So it's very important they charge their laptops. Our curriculum is online, so they don't need to bring a hardcover textbook for this class. They just need to make sure they have access to our curriculum online. The majority of our assignments will be completed in class and submitted through Google Classroom. Occasionally, I will assign homework, and occasionally we will have an assignment like a presentation or a project that will be completed on paper. But again, the majority of assignments will be completed in class through Google Classroom. Basic expectations. So I do expect students to follow the school rules. They do need to act appropriately and respectfully. They also need to follow the dress code. It's very important that they arrive on time. They should be in their seats, ready to go when the late bell rings. At our school, tardies mean that students automatically earn a detention. It's something that's automatically set in our system. So it's very important students arrive on time. Students also need to wear masks indoors, and that also means that food is not permitted in the classroom. Students are allowed to bring personal devices like phones or earbuds to campus, but they need to be put away during class. If it becomes an issue, then the phone or earbuds will be sent to the office and parents will need to pick them up. This is an honors class, so there are a couple major differences between an honors class and a regular English class. So for one, students will be required to complete independent reading projects and assignments throughout the semester, both this semester and next semester. Students will also read an additional novel per semester. So for example, we will start To Kill a Mockingbird this semester, and students will be required to read it alongside our curriculum. We have 4 major units broken up by winter break. So unit 1 is the unit we're currently in now. We're reading a novel called The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. In unit 2, which will start in about October, we will move into our survival unit, which consists of short stories, poems, and even informational articles about survival. After winter break, we will come back, and in unit 3, we'll read The Tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. And then finally, unit 4, we will read a collection of fictional narratives, short stories, poems about World's End. You can see my grading criteria posted here. So homework and classwork is worth 50% of the grade. That includes reading questions, that includes annotations, that includes highlighting, character analysis, the majority of the work that we complete in class. Projects, essays, and quizzes are worth 30% of the grade, and those are typically found at the end of a unit. Participation and engagement is worth 15%, and Accelerated Reader is worth 5%. So this year, all Santa Paula students will participate in the Accelerated Reader program. And that means that students will choose a book to read independently. They will take an AR quiz when they're finished reading the book, and they will earn points for reading that book. Freshmen need 10 AR points per semester. The book that we're reading in class currently together is already worth 7 points, so students only need to earn 3 more AR points on their own. We did go to the library already a couple weeks ago, and students picked out a book to read, so we are already on track with this program. Late work. So I do accept late work, but it needs to be turned in within the same unit. So for example, when Unit 1 ends and we start Unit 2, I will no longer accept work from Unit 1. So again, all work needs to be turned in within that same unit. The highest grade a student can earn on a late assignment is 70%. Test retakes and essay revisions are available if students earn a low score, but they need to speak with me first. Absent work. So students need to take responsibility and they need to make sure that they find out what they missed when they were gone. They can talk to me, they can ask me, they can look on our Google Classroom or ask another student, but they are responsible for making up their work. I have over 200 students this year, so I can't hunt down each individual student. They need to find out what they missed. And they have as many days as they were absent to make up their work. So for example, if they were absent for 2 days, they would have 2 days to make up the assignment. I've been lenient recently. I know that it's been an adjustment coming back to campus, especially after a long year home due to COVID. So if students need more time, they just need to communicate that with me. I do offer extra credit throughout the year and post it on Google Classroom, but it may not exceed 5% of the overall grade. We do offer tutoring on campus before and after school. We also have a website students can use called tutor.com, and students can log in at any time to receive help. You can also find some of the texts that we'll read in this class. You can see them here. I talked about them a little bit already. And then a couple other notes on basic guidelines and rules. So one, students who engage in acts of dishonesty, plagiarism, or cheating will be subject to disciplinary actions. So again, if I do catch a student cheating, they receive an F on that assignment, and usually we have a conference with the assistant principal, counselor, and parents. If it becomes an issue, then we will need to escalate that. I do ask that students participate during class. We will often have class discussions. We will participate in Socratic seminars. So I would really like students to volunteer their opinions and participate as much as possible. I also will ask students to be respectful. So if it's a minor behavioral issue, I typically issue a warning and help students stay on track. But if there's name calling, insulting, bullying, any discriminatory comments, that's absolutely not tolerated in class and will result in a conference with the family as well as assistant principal and counselor. So again, you can find all of this information on our Google Classroom. I'll just kind of show you where you can find it. So if you're on our main page, just go to the classwork tab at the top, and all of our general resources are here. I also posted a campus map, a school calendar for this school year, our bell schedule, and dress code information as well. Before I let you go, I did want to show you one more thing. We do have a new website domain if you're not aware. So if you'd like to go to our website, you can check your child's grades. So just go to this web address up here, santapaulasd.org/SPHS. And up here on the Q Zangle section, you'll see Parent Connect and Student Connect. So students can use the Student Connect option. They'll type in their ID and their computer password to log in. Parents should have their own logins. And if you don't have a login, please make sure you contact the office. But until then, if you'd like to check grades, your children have access to the Student Connect option. So if there's anything you need, or if there are any questions or concerns you have, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. I check my email daily and I have the phone calls routed to my cell phone, so I will respond as soon as I possibly can. I hope you have a good rest of your evening and a great back to school night. And I look forward to meeting you in person sometime soon. Have a good evening. Bye.